Hello everyone, this is Ayana and welcome to Ayana's Musings. My videos will talk about life transitions, especially on giving you information and guidance on how to file your K-1 visa and sharing with you the wonderful journey and life transitions of being a military spouse. So today's video, we will focus in guiding you how to start your K-1 visa packet. This video is based on our journey and our experiences because technically speaking, we did not hire a lawyer or a representative to file the K-1 visa or the petition. So in that sense, it is purely relying on reading the US Citizenship and Immigration Services or the USCIS website where everything is there. You just have to do more research and to study the forms and the instructions given. Aside from that, we've also learned from different people by joining groups who are in the same journey or situation with every one of us here. So I have 5 tips to go through that and based on the USCIS website. Number 1, you have an evidence of your partner or your fiance's US citizenship. For this to provide is that you have to have a documentary requirement such as a copy of his or her birth certificate, naturalization, or a copy of a consular report of birth abroad. So whichever applies. And then what's also very helpful is to provide a copy of a US citizen unexpired passport. Second, evidence of legally terminated previous marriages. So if you or your partner went through a divorce or annulment in the case in the Philippines, you should have a copy of that, and part of it is to be attached in your K-1 visa packet. Third, one color passport style photo taken within 30 days with your full name at the back. This is very important, and I advise that you go through a photo studio or because this is also what will be printed out in your visa, and the US Embassy is very specific to that, and as well as the USCIS who will be reviewing your documents and especially your photo. So, and then fourth, evidence of you and your fiancé intend to marry you within 90 days. What does this mean, or what evidence is that? So this is actually a letter of intent coming from both of you. So in my experience, we produced 2 copies. It's basically the same content of like saying we intend to marry you within 90 days upon meeting, or upon coming here in the United States. So for us, we made 2 copies, 2 letters from me and my husband, and signed it properly. So that means you have, a signed document that you intend to legally marry within the 90 days as required from your K-1 visa petition. Fifth, an evidence that you met your fiancé in person within 2 years of filing your form I-129F, because it would prove more than how genuine your relationship. In that case, and how to provide it or to have a proof is that you should have a photo of you meeting together, and siguro it's more likely that you can also provide the photo of you and your partner with your family, with your friends. And then second, in support of the evidence that you've met in person, you could also provide boarding passes and receipts of when you are together. So for us, what was nicer or to prove that more of how genuine it is that diba may photos kayo, and I think what's nice is that the photos that you have will be supported by the receipt. So for example, if he or she went to the Philippines to meet you, then you can attach the boarding pass as well as the flight ticket in your supporting documents, diba? I would say boarding pass because obviously he or she was able to board the plane, because you can easily buy, mga fake plane tickets online and just attach for the sake of it. Aside from that, you can also provide receipts. Like for example, when in your photos it showed that you were touring around Bohol together, and so you have receipts of the different attraction or the attraction sites that you were able to go to together. And then that would also include short captions, and it would be nice if you know these dates and the places that you've been to together. And then third supporting evidence that you've met in person is the screenshots of your conversations. Now take note, do not overwhelm these things. Like for example, you put like, I don't know, 50 pages of screenshots of your conversations. That's not really necessary. All you have to do is probably take 5-6 screenshots and put it together in one bond paper, and that's it. So at least it would show how, you guys, how you are talking to each other, the different interesting, or not really interesting, but maybe interesting or not, but conversations that you have together with your partner or your fiancé. So overall, I would say do not overwhelm, but at least front load the necessary enough information to provide that your relationship is genuine. And in that case, this 5 tips is very helpful to go and compile everything first. It is because I know that filling up forms can be daunting or really scary at your end, especially if you intend not to spend a lot and to save more money. That is, not to hire a lawyer or a representative, because you really can do it on your own. If I have done it, if we have done it with my husband, you can do it also with your fiancé or your partner. For me, this tips is for you not to be overwhelmed with the process. I know it's very overwhelming and scary at first. So that's why my tips as the basic, not as we call the basic, is to first gather what you have and what you need from him if you are the person in the lead to put the packet together. So in this way, you have all the necessary attachment or documentary requirements needed. So the bonus part of it is also having to go over all the wonderful memories and time that you've spent. And then moving forward in that day that you and your partner or your fiancé will be reunited again. So I hope that these 5 tips will help you along the way, and just to jumpstart if you want to take this journey together with your fiancé or your partner. So if you have any questions or requests of the content relating to the process, you can also reach out to me through my email as attached to my channel, and at the same time you can reach me through my Instagram account. Thank you again, and keep safe, everyone. I wish you all the best with your partner and to keep the love strong. Bye!